dazzle.
5536 Bravo, this is 700 Hotel Delta. Would you get a chance, give me a call on 123.45. So you can dial up AM 580 if you would. Would you shout at me on this frequency? We got about a minute to go.
Will do.
You the man, thanks.
You're welcome.
Why is that red light blinking on the dash?
Which one?
It's not blinking. I'll tell you if I see it again.
Who was that, Herb?
15 seconds. Well, here's the shuttle. Spacecraft as it leaps into the sky. Endeavor's on its way to the new space station on time and in a hurry. Just listen to her roar. 5 seconds into the flight. The voice you hear now is Rob Davius relaying information we need from Mission Control to Houston. He's telling us everything is normal at this point. See, it's like days here as the shuttle continues to climb. It's reported to be in great shape. Back up to 104% power now with the three engines. Beginning to rev up to full throttle, 104% of rated performance. Looking good from here. Go and throttle.
Right, don't we?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Number 718, you're number 2, clear to land.
It always helps.
Mark, hold it.
3 Romeo Alpha, number 3, clear to land.
Number 3 Romeo Alpha.
Control 2, as you enter the downwind, you're following the second one out there on the farm. There's one on short final and 2 behind him. You're following the third one. You can go ahead and enter the left downwind.
Control 2, rudder. Clear ground, Skyhawk, E71 Charlie Papa is holding short at 7 VFR to the northwest.
1 Charlie Papa, lander executive, tower, hold short.
Hold short, E71 Charlie Papa.
Control 2, your traffic is the second one out there, not the one off your left wing, but the one right behind him, 900 feet of Cessna, indicating 80 knots.
Hey, it stayed on. Aren't Firestones, are they?
26 Bravo, turn at the high speed, ground point 4.
Ground point 4 at the high speed. Whatever that is.
Control 2, tower.
Control 2.
Traffic just passed off your left wing. Go ahead and turn base, square your base, and final. Your number 3, clear to land.
Control 2, roger.
This thing's corner, good.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, we were.
Siberia. Okay? All right, in the midst of all the fun and the mayhem, we'll get you ready for NBA basketball, big game Magic in Washington. Magic boosters, 0, and liftoff.
There we go.
There's liftoff. Atlantis rising out of a great cloud of smoke and fire on the launch pad, rolling around on course and starting to arc into the twilight sky. The full moon off in the distance, the horizon glowing a dusky yellow in its wake, picking up speed and heading out to space again. Rolled onto course, rattling the windows here. Looking good as those 2 big boosters give it the momentum to get it started with that very heavy load. the laboratory for the International Space Station. Throttling down to ease the ship through the heaviest atmospheric pressure now. And the smoke from it is now glowing neon orange in that night, that twilight light from the sun. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Go at throttle up, down.
Go at throttle up.
Throttle up.
Atlantis' 3 liquid-fueled engines are back at full throttle, approaching 1 minute 10 seconds into the flight.
That's Kyle Herring in Mission Control in Houston. Houston now has control of the spaceship.
Systems, auxiliary power units in excellent shape, as are the electricity-producing fuel cells aboard the vehicle. Atlantis already traveling 1,500 miles per hour. Downrange from the launch site, 10 miles at an altitude of 13 miles. 1 minute, 30 seconds into the flight. At this point, Atlantis has already burned more than 2 million pounds of fuel and weighs half of what it did at launch.
Oh, turn blue. Smoke trail is glowing neon in the twilight of the sun. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Very smoothly aboard the orbiter. Approaching 1 minute 50 seconds. The next event is burnout and separation of the twin solid rocket boosters, which consume about 10 tons of propellant every second.
You can see them burning out now, and you can see it clearly from here on the ground. They're starting to burn out, eating up all their fuel.
There they go.
Ready to separate. There go the boosters. They're clear of the shuttle, and it's continuing to climb on the power of its own engine. The two big boosters have finished their job. They've used up their fuel. They're dropping back the parachute into the Atlantis, and Atlantis carries on. So far, great. I'm Jim Slade. This is the live coverage of launch of Atlantis from ABC News.
No other radio station has direct access to the Department of Transportation's 52 traffic cameras. Only News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
If we were any closer, we wouldn't be able to see so much.
We're going to have more now that the shuttle is up in the air. Land Street at Bachman right now, you've got a...
Still seeing them boosters.
Also, Colonial eastbound right now. You're on the brakes on the Econ Trail all the way to Lake Bickett if you're traveling towards Brevard County. And another crash being reported now on Colonial. This one's about a half mile west of 436. You have the right and center lanes blocked, and you've got some minor delays as you make your way through there. This is
Don't see the
by
boosters.
Albertsons. Yep. The interstate right now, slow down.
I've never seen them that long before.
Then west of 46.8 to this hour. Price valid through February 7th only. Hey, it's your life. Albertsons, it's your store. I'm Iron Dave on the station with traffic every 6 minutes in the morning. News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
That is beautiful. On AM 580 WDBO. Listening.